Hello, hello, hello. This is take two of the episode four. I spent 6 minutes talking and I realized that I wasn't recording my microphone audio. And then I quietly wanted to die upon realizing this fact. But I decided to persevere and do the episode again. Thank God it wasn't like 20-minute mark or something in that same vein. Well, a lot's happened since I've last uploaded, given the fact that the last upload was, I believe, a month ago or longer. I can't say that I'm doing very well in the uh, schedule of the episodes, considering I last posted April 17th and it is May 20th, about a month and 3 days. It's unfortunate, but I hope that it won't be like that in the future. I uh I realized that the way that I go about my like projects that I do, like personal projects, whether it be, this or just artistic endeavors of, learning how to draw better, painting, uh just those own like my own personal goals with those like hobbies or just even editing. I go about it the wrong way. I can't say that I, came up with that thought on my own. I would say YouTube has helped me realize this fact. And I want to do better on that, improve as a person by actually, continuing stuff and following through with things. Cuz it's hard to do that. And I don't think I'm the only person who has a hard time continuing with stuff. I guess you just have to power through, even if you don't want to do it. Since my main factor in progressing with these types of things is motivation, inspiration, and, you know, just ideas that I may have about a certain subject. And it doesn't always, uh, you know, become actual ideas, and neither does it help me retain, uh, focus for said project. But I want to continue doing stuff like this. Yeah, I would say the only thing that I have done that was a long period of time was streaming. I streamed for about 6 months, on again, off again. I didn't have a base schedule, so I probably fucked up in that area. But I did do at least like 40 hours a month or more. I think there was one month where I did about 100 hours. There was one day I did like 10 hours straight, but it's kind of weird to say that because it sounds like I'm trying to flex, but I'm not. Because, you know, if you're on Twitch for that long, that's a little bit concerning. Even though there's like, bigger Twitch guys that have that. But I want to maybe start that stuff up again. It would be fun to do. And I would have a good time. The only problem is I feel like streaming, inherently you want to do on a computer, because most of the streaming stuff I've done in the past has been through through Xbox and then just setting up something uh like a computer, like a laptop or a phone to look at chat and just talk like that. That's why I'm a little bit more comfortable talking out loud cuz it's fun to do. Even if you don't think there's a person listening, it's cathartic to do. It's uh it's an interesting aspect, streaming. I really enjoy it, and I just wish that I don't know. I just wish I could be lucky with it. You know, I guess everybody wants to like have some sort of fame or validity in what they're doing, but it, I'm not sure if it's good to want that. I mean, I feel like there are good things that come with fame, like spreading awareness or uh, being able to use the fame to secure a stable future for your, loved ones and such. But like you always see all the bad parts of it too, like child actors always like ending up kind of fucked up somehow, or just insane people in Hollywood. Like kind of like Brendan Fraser, how got uh he got grabbed. I'll just say that by a studio executive as a quote unquote joke. And once he started telling people, he got blacklisted from Hollywood. Uh, and that happened while he was in a very bad divorce that basically took most of his money from alimony and then having a messed up back from the Mummy movies. It's funny that I know like a lot about that actor. It's only because uh you always hear people talk about that, kind of showcasing the bad part of Hollywood and fame and fortune. It's sad, but you get to see, happy endings every once in a while. I mean, even Brendan Fraser, he starred in that whale movie, and I know that was critically acclaimed. I haven't watched it because I don't really watch movies too much, uh, but I would say that it looked very good, and I'm happy that he has a lot of success with it. I Speaking of movies, I have watched this one movie a while back. It's called Spaceman. It's another serious movie by Adam Sandler, and I always thought it was that he would be a good serious actor. From what I've heard from like Uncut Gems, I haven't seen it, but I heard that it was a very good movie. And seeing him act in that way myself makes me really wish that he will do more of those movies in the future because I really enjoyed it. I would say a very I would say it's one of my favorite movies. I mean, recent favorite movies. If you can even categorize that, since I've only seen like a movie a year, I feel like, unless you include something I watched recently. It was called The Greasy Strangler. It was a very weird movie. I wouldn't recommend it, but I didn't really enjoy it until I got near the later part of the movie, just because everything was so weird. After a while, you kind of get numb to it and then start to appreciate what you've actually started to hate on. because like you kind of just stuck there for an hour and 30, I think. It's funny. Yeah. Usually I do these recordings late at night, so I don't get any interference. But there might be some in this episode since I'm doing it in the morning this time. It's 6 a.m. Yay! I uh I had to quit my job uh like a couple days ago because I had a medical problem and a few other factors added into uh that, and it caused me to get into a situation where I had to leave. And it sucks because I kind of like the pay, but you know I feel like I shouldn't neglect my health while being kind of chubby. I feel like it wouldn't end up too well considering the fact that my you know grandparents, like my granddad and my other one, both have gotten diabetes, and so has my dad. Just that factor alone has made me realize like more of my like health should be monitored. So when something like this happens, I of course I have to, drop everything. But it's not like I was given a chance to actually, do it. I was offered uh to work, but I was offered the same day in the morning, even though I didn't know. And so I figured I should just leave and figure something out. My plan for getting the car is just to wait until I get some money from a estate. It's only like a little bit, but it should be enough for me to get a decent car, and then from there I'll be able to be a little bit more independent because I'm still driving my mom's car to go to places and stuff. And that doesn't feel good. I don't like to rely on people in that way. I feel like I should, have stuff figured out. And, like you see even like 16-year-olds or 17-year-olds like with cars of their own, but I'm 20, almost 21, and I don't have my first car yet. Well, I mean, even considering the fact that I only got my license in February of this year, uh, it's still something that I'm not very proud of. That could be a part of like my laziness of that aspect, but it's kind of funny because sometimes I feel like I'm very aware of things, like how I'm feeling and what I'm supposed to do, but I say I know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't always make the best decisions to continue with that goal. I mean, right after I quit, I bought an Xbox. Like, who does that? You're supposed to save up. But I bought an Xbox, and, like, it kind of wasn't the best idea. And I know it wasn't the best idea. That's why it makes me kind of feel bad. Because, you know, I'm human and I like to make mistakes. Probably more than the average person. But, I don't know. I want to figure stuff out. You know, you always have like grand ideas of like, oh, I don't want to work for 30, 40 years, end up some like broken human from working all my life. Makes you want to retire early and just enjoy life for what it is. but I can't really do that. It's not realistic. And the things that you want in life are going to be needed. The hold on, 16. Okay, okay. Sorry, I was just looking at something. But yeah, like for instance, a house, that's a lot of money, especially given the current climate in the US. Lots of housing problems and renting problems as well, since I believe 30% of houses bought last year were from uh, like firms, like investment firms. And so because of that, they kind of monopolize, the housing and property and increase the value, even if the value is like not proportionally increased for what it actually is. Kind of like almost price gouging, kind of like price tickets, uh, ticket vendors, uh, like outside of arenas the day of, you like scalp tickets. That's what it feels like. Cause you see like a rinky-dink house or like a trailer, and it's like 100,000, and just makes you feel desensitized by that, because like such a small space is worth that much. What are you gonna really do for the future if you want an actual home for, your family, if you have one? I don't know. I would say one of my goals in life is to be comfortable in living. That, and maybe find a good artistic, uh, like, good artistic output. Mm, that I'm able to convey my thoughts and feelings in a nice way with art. I would love that. If I somehow gained the ability to do art in a good way, or at least to my standards of good, then I would be over the moon happy. Even if, like, art is not like a general necessary skill to people, I feel that it is very important. It kind of shows you who the person is. And I really appreciate that. Even on Instagram, I save art all the time, and so I follow a bunch of art pages. And so my feed is always filled with art, and I send it to my friends because each piece is very different but similar to other stuff I've seen. It's uh it's great to see because it makes you feel like you're finding hidden gems. And finding the unusual and cool aspects in life makes you appreciate it more. Even music wise, I try and find indie artists that I enjoy, so I can put people on them and, you know, kind of advocate for the cool indie stuff out there. It's fun, and it's fun to listen to new stuff, and I enjoy it. So I really like music. I spend a lot of my time listening to music. I don't think I've probably spent a way too much time listening to music. I don't know about my stats, but I think there was one day on Spotify where I listened to like 600 minutes of music. And I think that's like 10 hours. So, probably a lot of time spent listening to music. It was a good time. I because of all the health stuff recently, it's caused me to reevaluate certain things. And I realized that I need to, get help and adequately manage my problems because I tend to bottle up what I want to say and feel. And that's a common thing around, you guys or even other people I know, but I know it's not necessarily healthy. It's just something that I feel like maybe other guys could understand the feeling of, you know, just doing that because I don't want to see the people I care about to get hurt from what I have to say about myself or even other things in life. I've always been, at least I felt like in the past, I was genuinely optimistic about things. Well, over time, as you get older, you kind of realize sometimes optimism is not always the best because you always get to hear bad stuff online and on the news and on TV and in movies and games and songs. It over time it changes what you naturally, believed. Whoa. That's a cool game. Let me wishlist that. And so I have become kind of pessimistic. It's just what happens when you're, like this. And it sucks. I wouldn't wish it on most people. Probably my enemies, but that's fine. Whoa. Okay, that's cool. Um, I I like stuff. Oh, oh. I think that's recording that. Let's not do that. I was looking at a game just now that looks weird, but I think it's kind of cool. Like I'll just add that. Hmm. Well, yeah, I'm just chilling. Since I got an Xbox Series X, I've been doing good and shooting games, and I been making some clip worthy montages of, you know, boom boom bam, all dead. Feel like I've been doing good. And then my friend casually shuts me down from saying that I feel like I've been doing good. But it's okay. Because I'm not gonna get discouraged from that. I am still certain optimistic about certain issues or concepts because it's nice to believe that you're progressing and getting better at a hobby, even if it's not necessarily a hobby per se. Because I don't know, it really just depends. I'm not sure if gaming can be considered a hobby because it's a form of entertainment, but I'm sure you could conscrew it in a way where it can be a hobby, like pro stuff or even amateur ranked stuff. Is you're spending time and effort on a skill to try and get better. I feel like that is a hobby compared to just playing single player games and being by yourself or playing multiplayer casual. I feel like those would just be like forms of entertainment over than just being, a hobby. I would say my like video games is my hobby because I know a lot about them, and I wish I could talk about it even more. You know, I wouldn't say that I am the best at explaining uh concepts or hobbies because I always use those dumb words like and thing uh it's just how the generation has become retarded. I am not good at explaining what I want to about a certain subject. And so if I were to write it out, I probably might do a little bit better. But considering how I don't believe I am very good at writing, I don't think it would be very much better. Uh, I probably could have just said much better, but yeah, there you go. It just shows you a little hint of what I actually, am like. It sucks, but you can't really do anything about it unless you go hog wild and I don't know, try and change stuff up. I probably could try and do that, but that takes too much effort. And when have I been one for known to put a lot of effort in something? Yep. I've been playing Apex recently. That's been fun. And by recently, I mean I played it yesterday and the day before that. Uh, and that's all. I uh I got onto it again because a friend told me to install the game on my Xbox. I was like, sure, I have space. I think enough space. I hope. Let's see. Killing Floor 2. Let's see if any of my friends got this game. Somebody in a group chat that I was in told me to get it. Huh. Well, the weekend deal is gonna end May 23rd. Digital Deluxe. What's the difference between the Digital Deluxe and the? Oh well. you know, I guess you just I don't know. See, this is the quality you get every podcast. So make sure to stay tuned. I just have thoughts going and clashing in my head, and it's like destroying every semblance of rational thought that I have because I am dumb. Well, I feel like I am. I could be smart, maybe. Who knows? Probably in um, I'm not sure about logical, but maybe emotional. I feel like I have a good gauge on people, and yeah, I hope I have some talent out there. I think it would be good to know that I have something because you always want to feel like you have a good skill. Like you want to feel like you're skilled at something. If I were to ask my mom, I would say that she would think that she's very skilled in talking with people. And I would say that she's correct on that because she's probably 20 times more sociable than myself, which is saying something because once you get to know me, I'm pretty sociable. in the aspect of actually talking to people, not like texting or uh that stuff. I'm not really good at texting. I don't know how people do it. It might be because that I hadn't gotten a phone until I was in like 6th grade. And that might sound young, but compared to everybody else, I was like an old senior citizen. I never got the why people use Snapchat, so I never really had it. Yep. Whoa, that's cool. It might not seem like it, but I uh I listen to a lot of podcasts, so the things that I can talk about are probably ripped straight right from them. I'm not very good at continuing talking when I'm distracted. Usually, when I record, I just sit blankly at my computer. But since I was actually doing stuff like looking through store pages and uh, pulling up Google tabs of websites, I get distracted easily. God, I hope I'm not autistic. That's just one other thing to add to the list of cons. But hopefully today will be a good day. I'm gonna have to go to the hospital later and get my blood drawn because I need to do some tests. But because of that, I had to do some fasting, and I do not feel good because I am hungry, and I wish I was not hungry, but I can't eat uh anything right now. I have to wait 8 hours. Uh, like I can't eat for 8 hours or drink anything else than water. Ooh. Bless me. Don't want to go to hell now. Um, yeah. Uh, I'll be going to the hospital at like 10. It'll suck, but it'll be pretty straightforward and easy. 'Cause I only have to do that and then get out of there. Possibly eat something on the way back. Hopefully, I'll get paid for my last week because I'll probably get like 400. That'd be a good amount. I almost have 700. And I'll just put some stuff back and try and find another job in 2 weeks because I have to help my mom uh with a vendor thing because she's wanted to set up a vendor like place on the side of the road in the parking lot because there's apparently something going on this coming weekend. I believe it'll be, yep, I think the 27th, 28th, 29th, those days. Not the weekend, but almost. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it because it's something for me to do. But also, I like my pessimistic part comes out where I'm like, hopefully she's able to sell some stuff. Because she got a lot of items to sell. And if she doesn't sell it, then I'm sure we're gonna be doing a garage sale or something to try and reduce the product that we have. We have an entire room filled with stuff down here. Uh, like if you name it, we got it. I think there's old toys, just practical products, I think, and then probably some beauty stuff too. Earrings, necklaces, probably wristbands, and other accessories. I'll just have to wait and see. I'm gonna have to set up a tent with her to figure out how to do that. It won't be too hard, I hope, because if it's too hard to do, then good luck for her. Sorry, no help. I'm kidding. Of course I am. It's just, I don't know, just more difficult stuff to do. Kind of like how people procrastinate on things. I procrastinate a lot. I know it's a surprising factoid about me. I uh I like well I don't like procrastinating, but I just can't stop it because it's basically been a habit since I was a little kid. Because I would always like ace the easy assignments. I never really got challenged, and so because of that, I like slowly but surely became more and more average in my you know stuff. So if I didn't pay attention, then I would actually do bad instead of using common sense to actually complete stuff. It's kind of funny, but still, it kind of sucks because it feels like wasted potential. I'm sure nobody wants to waste what they feel like they have a good initial grasp of something. Maybe even talent. I wouldn't say I have talent in it. Maybe if I put a little bit more effort, it would have shown. But if you put a lot of effort into something that you originally had a lot of good uh progress in, it kind of makes you feel inadequate. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Uh, so, I was talking about class stuff. Yep, I in seventh grade. Oh no, not seventh, eighth grade. I would sleep in class all the time. Well, even in middle school, I would sleep all the time because I would stay up all night playing games. Uh, there's actually a time in sixth grade where I fell asleep in class and they forgot to wake me up, and so I woke up in a dark room while they went to go get lunch. It was kind of funny, but also kind of like sad because I was like, do I not talk to anybody that they just didn't even notice that I was there? But that's all water under the bridge. I have no idea what everybody's doing now. I lived with a relatively big, well, not, I mean, it was enough where I kind of hear a name and I kind of recognize it, but I would say that my grade was eh. Like a lot of people could be nice, but who knows like if they're just pretending to be and they don't actually care. I always had problems with that and self uh insecurities. Like how do I talk to a person that I perceive as, normal, even though I might be a normal person myself, but I don't feel like it. Cuz you can't really talk to games to like some random person. Maybe if it's like if they talk about phone games like Candy Crush or something, maybe you might be able to make something out of that, but you talk about like actual games. No offense to those mobile people, but I don't think those types of conversations are very engaging or interesting to people who are interested in the actual stuff. So it just makes you kind of like awkward about having to talk to them. So yeah, let me think. Oh yeah, I would always sleep in 8th grade. I had this math class. I would sleep, but whenever they would call on me, I would wake up. I would look at the board, instantly answer, and then go back to sleep. And I think that made them a little bit angry. And I think that was funny. And it's actually kind of funny because the teachers in that class, originally I didn't really like them, but I liked them over time because I found out that they played video games. And I think that makes you cool and hip now. I think my one of my favorite teachers was in my last year of high school. He was a language teacher, or not language, but like English teacher. That wasn't the formal name, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like reading, sentence stuff. He was a really funny guy, and he was good at what he did, and I really respected him, even though I only knew him for a little bit. You had a lot of charisma, and I admired his attitude with life. There's a lot of stuff that I admire about people, like things that they can accomplish. Like there was a friend of mine that did a short uh, film, and I was really proud of him, even though he didn't really think much of it. I feel like there's situations where people don't realize that they have done something of worth unless somebody else goes out of the way to show their appreciation for what they did. I want to try and show people that you know you're noticed and you're appreciated with what you do. Because I have a lot of respect for people who can create uh, videos, films, all sorts of things, really. Art, or even push themselves physically. I have a friend who does MMA, and I really appreciate his dedication to such a sport. And it makes me happy that he's able to chase after something he wants to do. Well, I feel like he wants to do. I don't think he's shown any inclination otherwise recently. But for the past couple of years, he's been doing that. And I've been proud of him. I mean, I can't really say that. I say I'm proud, which I am, but it's a weird thing to say about somebody else's work. I'm proud that they were able to achieve that. Well, it's not like I actually did anything. Maybe moral support at the most, but that's technicalities. Overthinking is a thing that I love to do, and that has always helped me. I am being sarcastic. And I myself, all artistic, artistic projects that I have done, whether it be film, painting, drawing, I've always enjoyed, but I've referenced before near the start of this episode that uh it's usually motivation based. I would say the one film that I did work on is not really a film, it's a YouTube video. It sounds more important than it actually is, but I really put in the effort because there was somebody with me and I didn't want to like disappoint, but it was also very rewarding and I wanted to do more of it, but hopefully I'll be able to do that this summer cuz I really enjoy doing YouTube stuff, live action. I did a bunch of skits, and it was a great time, and I think it was a great experience. I'm not sure how I would do it on my own, since I did use a lot of my friend's equipment. The one who has camera stuff, but I want to figure something out. I even bought a camcorder recently to try and use it for up and coming video idea that I had. Uh, I'm not gonna put too much into it, but I'll just have to wait and see. I when if it does come out, which I hope it does sometime this year, I'll make sure to link it in one of my videos, because I'm gonna be really proud of it. I worked hard on it, and I thought it turned out pretty well, even if you know might not turn out the best. I think I'll still be proud of it, because like I know I tried. I think I like spent like 6 or 7 days like going to different locations and shooting stuff with friends. It was really fun. Like really, really, really fun. It's an experience that I would recommend to everybody. Being able to make films and upload them, or YouTube videos, I mean. Not a film. Not a film. I am not an actor. I am not a good actor. I would say the only thing I'm good at is messing with my friends. Because my voice sounds very serious all the time, but by nature, I am very sarcastic, and the nice word I want to use is goofy, but the mean word I would say retarded. Because I like to say stuff that's dumb, and I know it won't make anybody laugh, but because I say it and I think it's dumb, it makes me laugh. So I can crack myself up sometimes, even if nobody says anything. And I think that's the nice thing about me. Or at least recently, I've realized that it's a nice thing. It's important to make yourself laugh, or at least laugh in general. It's nice, and it's nice and relaxing. I would say I have a pretty good laugh. I mean, my laugh makes people laugh, and I think that's good. A contagious laughter. I think it's great. Actually, I think I have a sound clip of it. Prepare your ears. Hold on. As you can tell. Oh wait, I was on. I'm on Discord. Okay, let's get out of that. That is an example of one of my laughs, poorly recorded. But even if it's poorly, I think it makes it even better. It's fun. I it's fun to say stupid stuff. Yeah. Anyways, it's getting close to the end. I just want to say, expect more videos to come out. Hey, I might make another one soon. Like, not even a week later, because I kind of want to catch up on the days that I did miss. I won't count this one, so I need to do 4. I'll try and do an extra 4 this month, if possible. I might want to try and get a person on. It might be fun to just talk with another guy. I'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Anyways, this is Anthony signing off. Bye.